Jaya, Jaya, Shiva Rajaya here from vitalcoaching.com. The topic for this video is Primal Power. We've got a whole beautiful event coming up. This is next weekend. It's a 2 days immersion, 2 days activation into activating the deep core of your masculine essence if you're a man. So I just want to give you a few hints about this event and what this is about. As a man in today's world, you might be a little bit lost. It means that we miss role models, we miss direction in how to embody the masculine energy in our lives. What I mean by that is through conditioning, through education, we are going to be taught to suppress some of the very primal instincts, wild instincts inside of us. And in the process of doing that, we get very domesticated and we lose touch with an aspect of our beings, which is really important. And we can call that, the dark masculine, the warrior aspect, something that is really profound. It's very mystical, it's very secret, and it is like a shamanic essence or natural essential aspect of your being. And so when we come together as brothers and we start doing activations, for instance, dynamic breathing techniques and shaking and doing energetic or emotional release, what happens is that we start unleashing these parts of ourselves that have been suppressed over an extended period of time. And so what we are aiming to do is reclaim that, this nature that is inside of us and that we can use in all aspects of life. So the reason why these aspects of our being have been suppressed is because we are very often not comfortable on how to navigate them. Right now, if I give you the possibility to access the full dimension of your power or your darkness, you might be like, I'm not sure if I want to touch that. I'm not sure if I want to ride my dragons because I'm not sure if I know how to tame them or how to navigate them. So this is the context in which we are right now. If you look into this flyer, this beautiful flyer, you see that you've got a few topics, right? Day 1 in the morning, day 1 afternoon, and day 2 as well. And I'm going to go through those different topics. The first morning is energetic and emotional mastery. It means that we are energetic and emotional beings. Very often when you train within the spiritual field or the spiritual realm, you are going to tap into codes, behaviors, and attitudes, strategies, sadhanas, spiritual practices that are going to allow you to tap into some really beautiful source essence. Now, what happens very often is that all that doesn't get fully embodied or incarnated or integrated into our daily lives. It means that there is some form of split that happens. We have all this beautiful reality that we are trained to invoke and bring into our lives, but at the same time, it's not fully integrated into our energetic, emotional bodies. So the goal here is to start bringing those energies all the way down so that we discover ways of embodying. So this is life training. Any life situation, any friction, any situation in life that might be a little bit challenging is an opportunity to train your energetic and emotional being and to find ways of navigating those places of discomfort and then gain mastery over them. So what we're going to do is you've got 2 approaches, 2 ways of doing that. One of them is to do preventive practices. It means that if you start moving your energy every day, 5 minutes, just shaking or breathing or something like that, we have very specific sequences that we do, then all that is going to create a field of energy that stays really clear inside of you. Another way of handling that or approaching that is to have reactive energy techniques. Reactive, I say that in a positive way. I've got another word that I forgot about, but when I mention reactive, it means that you are hit by a situation, there is a charge in your system, and then you find ways of circulating the energy. So it's super, super important and something that we are not trained to do. Very often when you are hit by something that challenges you, that emotion or that energy is going to be trapped in your field and can stay trapped forever. For an entire lifetime, somebody says something nasty to you and that emotion stays trapped in your system, then, and you project that back into your actions, into your beliefs, day after day after day, without realizing that you are being dominated by a micro trauma that might have happened many, many years ago. So we want to check all that and find ways of activating our energetic, emotional bodies and find ways of mastering all that. The second core topic, master your darkness. So again, this goes into the same direction, but from another angle. Mastering the darkness, we talk about it from a mystical perspective. What we are going to do, instead of letting you navigate the darkness like that, we are going to anchor an actual darkness vehicle. It means that you have certain mantras, you have certain techniques, certain embodiment techniques that are going to allow you to bring that vehicle into existence. And once you start really feeling like the embodiment of this actual energy, body of energy, of darkness energy, then you will notice that it gives you actually a certain form of fluidity and a certain form of mastery over challenges that come into your field. So when you hear the word darkness, you might have some very negative associations around it. I'm not looking at it from that angle. Darkness is just the opposite of light. It's two polarities in life, and both of them play together. It's not one is good and the other one is bad. Both qualities of light and darkness are embodied on this planet, and what makes the darkness bad is the corruption of darkness. So this is a profound topic. We'll come back to that once we dive deep into the event. On day 2, we talk about sexual mastery and how to use your sexual energy. So in that part, we are going to talk about energy sex. It means that energy sex is the energy that is circulating inside of you. You don't need to have intercourse, you don't need to have genital touch for this to be activated. You can just play with this energy and discover ways of navigating it. Sexual transmutation, we're going to cover lots of things around that. And of course, if you are in a relationship and you're engaging into more traditional friction sex, we're going to give you also lots of tips and hints on how to engage and master that. And then in the afternoon, we are going to tap into Brotherhood Codes and mission activation. So Brotherhood Codes is everything that has to do with creating synergy, synchronicity, and resonance in a brotherhood tribe. These are practices that we do again, to create connection, to create heart opening, resonance, empowering our mutual resonance, and we will tap into the mission activation as well, so that you have an overview of all the potential that you can be on this planet. So you see, it's a whole range of possibilities. This is going to be an immersion. It's a series of initiations. I've got some trishulas like the ones I have over here that I will invite you to buy if you like them. So this is a way of anchoring also that energy. You see that I've got codes over here, now the trishula and things. So I will give you different techniques that are going to help you anchor all that in your field. It's going to be an amazing event. We have a maximum of 20 spaces for that one, so make sure that you sign up and register early so that you actually get in. Okay. If you have any questions on that, feel free to message me, and I'll post the links in the comments or in the description. I love you. I'll see you soon.